Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a Q&A. I had actually asked you on my Instagram if you want to ask me a couple of questions and I will just answer it here. And I had a lot of you that asked me quite a number of questions, some a bit similar, some more out of the box. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to just flash the questions somewhere here. And yeah, so if you want to see me do a Q&A, please keep watching.
You'll be back in the morning when the sun starts to rise. So mama, don't stress your mind. So mama, don't stress your mind.
Yep, so the first question is not a Q. I want to see more of your fur baby. So if you guys may not know, I actually have two dogs. I have one Alaskan Malamute and one Bicon Frise. Fresh Frise? I don't know how to say that. So I got two of them. I'll insert a few clips here. The bigger one, he's called Titan, and the smaller one, she's called Bailey. So it's Titan and Bailey. They're both best friends. They do not leave each other's side. So that's Titan and Bailey. And I also actually had another Alaskan Malamute a couple of years ago. His name was Striker. So Striker is actually quite very dear to my whole family. He was in my pre-wedding photo shoot. So we wanted to do something simple with him inside. I will put up a few pictures. Yep, so that's Striker. He actually passed away, I think, I want to say 4 years ago. We really miss him, but I think he's pretty happy. Okay, so the next one. What inspires your fashion choices? Just want to say I love you. I love you too. Thank you so much for your support, babe. I know you've been around for quite some time. So, fashion choices. Firstly, I dress for myself. I do not dress for anybody else. A lot of my clothing are tight fitting, and a lot of people do tell me you shouldn't do that because I'm a bit more curvy and plump and whatnot. But I dress for myself. If I like it, if I want to use it, I will use it. But definitely I'm not going to use something that makes me look like I'm really uncomfortable and all that stuff. And so the second thing is I also dress for comfort. So whatever I'm in, I need to be comfortable. Even if I'm going for an event, if I don't have a comfortable heels, I will not wear heels, because I think being comfortable equals being confident, and being confident equals being sexy. So that's basically my thought. So that's what inspires my fashion choices. Okay, so the next question is, how and when did you start having an interest for makeup? So this is what happened. Growing up, I was an extrovert. I was very sociable. In any family events, in anything, I was the kind of person that would make friends like that. But I do not know what happened over the years. As I grew up, I started becoming more of an introvert. Making friends became harder. I didn't like to go out as much. I would only just go out with my husband or my mom. I would not go out with anybody else. And my anxiety started to actually build. I used to have very bad anxiety. I still have it, not as bad as last time. So one day when my husband sort of told me you need to find something to do, something that takes your mind off things. And then because I was already watching people on YouTube doing makeup, and I really liked that idea. So one day I just sat down in front and I just filmed on a phone camera. I just sat down and I filmed, and I sort of realized that was my happy time, that whole switching on the camera and playing my music and just doing my makeup. not more for actually posting the video, but that session, that 2 hours, like I would take 2 hours, I would take 3 hours to do a very simple look, because I would just take my time, I'll watch something, so that became my time, my creative outlet. So yeah, so that's actually how I got into makeup, and I learned along the way. Okay, this is a very cute question. How did you meet your hubby? Your love story, please. Okay, we don't have such a big love story. So what happened was, I was in college, he was also in college. We had a mutual friend that she was my childhood friend, and she was also his batchmate. So she actually invited both of us to her Christmas party or birthday party, I can't actually remember. So at that party is when I met my husband Ivan, and he's really tall. He's this tall guy. So when I first looked at him, I was like, oh, okay, he's tall, he's cute, and his full name is actually Ashyy Edward. And at that point of time, I was obsessed with Twilight. Like, if you Twilight fans out there, you know what I'm talking about. Like, when I heard the word Edward, I was like, oh, Edward Cullen, oh my gosh. So I was crushing a bit, he was crushing a bit, and we left the party, and then he added me on Facebook. I can't remember. We sort of just got connected on Facebook, and we spoke for about a month, and then came, I want to say Christmas 2009. Yes, so Christmas 2009, he sort of just texted me and said, like, I really like you, would you like to be my girlfriend, and so on and so forth. So I still remember that day. I was actually packing presents, like I was wrapping presents, and I was looking at his messages, and my mom was actually in the hall, and I bolted, like I ran to the hall, and I was like, Mom, guess what? Ivan actually proposed finally. And I remember my mom's face, she was just like, okay, so that was a funny story. So that's actually how we met, and we were courting for 5 years before we decided to get married. So I got to know him very young, and I also married very young. Okay. So the next question: sponge or blender? I think they're the same thing, isn't it? Sponge and blender. I have a feeling you want to say sponge or brush. So I would definitely say sponge. If it's for foundation, definitely sponge. If it's for contour, blush, and highlight, brushes, definitely. So the next one, mental health seems very important to you. Why? Any reason? Okay, so for me, I think growing up in this part of the world, we do not give a lot of priority to mental health. I mean, now the government is sort of coming up with a lot of initiatives, but before this, no one actually talks about it. It's sort of a taboo. And over the years, especially being married very early on in life, that actually taught me a lot of stuff. Like, my mental condition needs to be looked after. Like, I will not stay with a group of people if they are affecting me negatively. If I feel negatively, I will remove myself. I've learned to take alone times, like I need alone times to myself to actually just calm down and relax. So why it's important? Because I have been in the dark place. I've gone to extremes that I don't want to talk about, like not now. So I've had my fair share of being in dark places, and I just realized that I don't want to do that. I want to be happy. I want to carry on my life. I want to get up in the morning. I want to smile. I want to just be happy, and that's why mental health is really, really important to me. That's why I keep talking about it all the time on my page. Like, okay, and the next one, what do I think about the whole JH situation? So, okay, so for Jaclyn Hill and her lipsticks, first thing is I personally feel really, really bad for her. I know naturally people would not on purpose want to put it out, want to put out lipsticks like that, but I can definitely see that something went wrong along the lines, which maybe she didn't pay attention. I'm not sure. I was not there. But I just, like, for me, I think her mental health is definitely very, very important to her. Like, she has to look after that. But the whole situation of deactivating and everything and disappearing, I think that's not professional, because a lot of people love her, and truly, like, even people like for me, like fans, I just want to know if she's okay, and I just hope she's okay. So I'm just sending her all my love. I just hope that you are fine, Jaclyn. I hope that you'll find strength in God and you will come out of this really strong. I'm just praying for you. I hope that everything's fine and we love you from Malaysia. Okay, the next one. What is double cleansing? So double cleansing is actually where you go in twice to actually cleanse your face. So for example, if I'm going to take off my makeup, I'm going to go in with the cleansing oil, this cleansing oil. I'm going to put it off and it's going to melt every makeup and I'm going to just wipe it off, wash it off. And then secondly, I would go in with, like, let's say an exfoliator, and I would like really get inside there and really clean it up. So double cleansing is, it's basically what it says, it's twice. So you are going to cleanse your face twice, so you can do it both times. And cleansing your face twice actually is very beneficial. Like, you get a lot of product out, but at the same time, if you do it frequently, it would strip your natural oils off your face. So don't do it frequently unless you have like a really heavy face on makeup, or you feel you need a bit of an extra oomph, so you can do that. Okay, we're down to our last question. Oh no, we have another one that just came in. Okay, so we're just gonna go with more about you, where you're from, your family, where you studied and all that stuff. Okay, so I am actually from KL. I grew up in KL, born and bred, everything in KL. All my friends, all my family are there. I'm actually now based in Ipoh because my husband actually works here and I also have a full-time job here. As for my mom, she actually has migrated to Australia. She has got a couple of jobs there that she's looking after, so she's really good. And so here it's basically my husband, my 2 dogs and myself. And it's a really small family which I really treasure and love and all that stuff. Okay, as for studies, I actually studied in Taylor's. I did communication, so I did communication media studies, and that's exactly what I'm in now. I'm a corporate communication exec with a pharmaceutical manufacturer, so that's what I'm doing now. For my background, I mean, that's basically it. My life is not that exciting, so it's just I've got a very small family, like me, my mom, my husband and I, my godparents and I, so we've got a really small family and we're really close knitted. We are really bonded, like we talk to each other every day. If you guys need anything, if you want to talk to anybody, you please feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. My email will be down below. Just send me an email. I would love to connect with you. I've been there. I've been that person that doesn't have any friends. Like, one of the reasons also why I actually started this whole YouTube is I like to talk and I don't have a lot of friends, so this is my happy time. So if you want to just talk to somebody, like, feel free to reach out. Like, I would love to talk to you. And I hope you guys actually enjoyed this Q&A. I know it's a bit long. Thank you so much, guys, for watching until here. Thank you so much for your support. So much of love to the questions. Thank you. I love you all so much. A lot of you that actually sent me the questions have been with me since I started. And I love you all from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new here, please do subscribe, leave me a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments down below what you want to see next and all that stuff. So I love you guys a lot. Thank you so much for all the support. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.